Good morning, HWC kids. I'm so glad to be back this morning to do stories for you now that we're inside during the early service again. So, have you ever had a vacation mishap or misadventure? The other day, my family was remembering some of the vacation oops that we've had. Like the one summer where every time we went camping, it rained. And I'm not talking like a light little drizzle. I'm talking a river under our tent the one time and a moat around it the next time. Or the time my grandparents took us camping and there were raccoons everywhere, including on the playground. Or the time my family went camping and the white poodle from the campsite down the road came by the one morning and had turned pink because he'd gotten sprayed by a skunk and had to get a tomato juice bath. Or the time when I was little and my girl cousin and I locked our boy cousin out of our room, but we also locked ourselves out and our dads had to take the door apart. Or the time that the car broke down and we got stranded in a Walmart parking lot for hours while we waited for someone to come pick us up. Or one of my favorites, the time when Mr. Michael and I celebrated his birthday on the wrong day on our honeymoon because we'd turned our phones and our calendars off. Oops. Well, you know what's funny about all of those vacations? In the moment, they all seemed like a really big deal. We were frustrated, wet, uncomfortable, or irritated that things weren't going the way that we had planned them to. But those vacations are the ones that we remember the most and the ones that we laugh about most often. Looking back at them, they were times where we learned to be creative, intentionally find joy, and enjoy just being with each other. Well, this month in Kids Connect, we're talking about a man who hit a lot of bumps as he traveled through life. We're talking about Job. But in spite of all of the things that Job faced, he still found hope in God because he knew that God was with him no matter what happened in his life. He was like the wise builder that we talked about last month when we were talking about Solomon. Do you remember that story? The wise builder built his house on the rock, and the foolish man built his house on the sand. And what happened? When the rains and the storms came, only the wise man's house stood firm. Did you notice something about that story? The storm, the rain, the wind, the hard times came to both men. In our life, we're gonna have a lot of misadventures. That's just life. But if our life is built on God, like Job's was, we'll stand firm. God will use our hard times to make us stronger, to teach us lessons, and maybe even to find some joy and laughter in unexpected places, because we can know that God is with us no matter what happens. Have a great day.